Hello, artful friends. I know I haven't uploaded in a while. I'm sorry. I just haven't had the creative drive. 2020 has been rough for everyone, and it was extra rough for me, but I'm gonna try to put in some videos every once in a while. But thank you to my new subscribers, and today, I'm just going to simply try out almost kind of an experiment because I already separated these old Pentel watercolors. These ones still work, and these ones are dried out. So I got some watercolor half pans, and my goal is to scrape these off into here because you can still use watercolors that are dry, like they still put out a color, they just won't be the wet to watercolors. So I want to try to save these and still use them. They'll just be more of a dried pan watercolor. I'm not sure if this will work. I think it might, but we're gonna experiment today and see if it does. Let's see if I can make it work. Okay, I'll swatch these and kind of talk about what I learned. So some of my tubes were like a putty, almost like Play-Doh texture dried, and then there were these that were like a chalk dried out. So I definitely had a harder time with the chalky ones. The Play-Doh type ones were a lot easier, but I also, you could see in the middle I tested this yellow, and it's still like, look at that, like that's still good paint, and I don't, just because it's a little more awkward in there, like I don't want to waste that. So I also didn't bother with like the little tiny pieces and stuff, like I didn't want to be that meticulous. Let's try this green. And I noticed the tubes are just easy to just roll out at the ends. These ends, they would like roll out, and then you can kind of cut them with the scissors. I thought that was like the best method than to like go from the tube front. There's that green. Look at that. Perfect green. I did have trouble too with these drier ones, that the actual foil tube would stick like dried to them, so I left a couple of those pieces on because I was like, I'll just wet it enough that maybe it'll peel off later. But yeah, let's try these putty ones. These will probably be a little easier, but look at that, that's a ton of paint that we could have wasted had we not taken the time to grab them out of their tubes. Like, oh, look at that pretty color. Let's go to the blue. But yeah, and I would have a trash can close, because just putting the pieces on my desk kind of got too much, so it was easier to like peel the pieces over the trash can. If you noticed, I like went off screen. This one's a little bit lighter, but maybe I'm using too much water. There we go. Yeah, it was just too much water. Pretty blue. Do the purple, and I don't think I'm gonna glue these in just because one, I can take them out and use the individual color, and also these ones are kind of awkward and I don't want them like spilling out and then having to re-put them in places. So yeah, look at that pretty purple. So hopefully this helps you guys out if you guys have some dried tubes. I'm sure these that I sorted out that still work will probably eventually end up like this. So I'm glad this actually worked. I also would say, like, this pack, I thought, you know, I'd have a ton of extras, but because these ones were chalky, I needed more of them to put in. So I would say if you're gonna do this, buy like an extra amount that you think you'll need, just in case, depending on what your watercolor state is. And this is just an empty mint container that I've seen other artists use for stuff like this. So yeah, I made my little like mini watercolor palette thing in here. I hope this video helps you out. I hope to be putting out more videos both here and on my Loverbird channel. I've been doing some Twitch streams too, so I'll put up that information. But thank you so much for watching, and I'll hopefully see you in the next video.